Hello. Well, I'm going to attempt to do this video. I have Ezekiel here. Say hi. And Benjamin is sleeping, and the oldest, Israel, is at the dentist. So, the other morning, I woke up, I had a really bad dream. You know, the kind of dream that makes you really sad and it could wreck your whole day. And I was really struggling in the morning. With some lies that I had believed, I believed like my whole life that I've had to battle through. And God really spoke to me, and I wanted to share what He spoke to me. And I wrote it down because, it's been a few days. So I'm going to just read a few things that came to mind, and I hope that it speaks to you. So, years ago when I was in Bible college, I have shared this many, many times, so maybe you've heard it, but I had this amazing vision or picture, whatever you want to call it, that really impacted me. It impacted me so much I still remember it. I mean, this is when I was like 19, so that's a long time ago that I had this vision or picture in my mind. So the vision or picture that I had was that I was in a dumpster and I was surrounded by all this garbage. And on me were these labels, and these labels said things like unwanted, rejected, shame, ugly. So many of these lies that I had believed my whole life. So as I'm laying there, obviously I'm feeling pretty awful. I'm in a dumpster, and suddenly Jesus was standing over me. And Jesus reached down to pull me out of this dumpster. And I argued with him. I am a redhead. And I argued with him and I said, Don't you see? Don't you see all these labels? Don't you see this garbage? Don't you see? Like, why do you want me? Why do you want to pull me out? And sure enough, he said to me, Exactly. Perfect. And he pulled me out of that dumpster. And as he pulled me out, he started ripping the labels off of me. And ever since that vision, he ripped those labels off of me, and I started seeing how he was replacing those lies with truth, and I had to unlearn a lot of things. And so I wrote some things down, and I want to share it with you, because even though he pulled me out, that morning I was struggling in my thoughts and heart, and I started believing those lies again, that I'm unworthy, unlovable, unwanted. And the truth is, sometimes I can be unlovable, okay? I'm sure we all can be a little unlovable at times. But even still, even in those moments when we are unlovely and unlovable, He still loves us. And so when I was struggling that morning, I asked Him, before the kids had woken up, I said, Jesus, can you just show me that you love me? And sure enough, I turned to Psalm 18, 16, and it says this, 16 to 19, okay? Psalm 18, 16 to 19. It says, He reached down from on high and took hold of me. He drew me out of deep waters. He rescued me from my powerful enemy, from my foes who were too strong for me. They confronted me in the day of my disaster, but the Lord was my support. He brought me into a spacious place. He rescued me because He delighted in me. And I was like, oh, Jesus, thank you. And He reminded me of this vision. And in my heart, I felt like He said, don't go back to the dumpster. I've pulled you out. And I was like, wow, that was so powerful to me. He said, don't go back. I've already pulled you out. I've already ripped those labels off of you. You're not unwanted. You're not unlovable. You are so wanted, and you're so loved. And I think that some lies are so deep, and circumstances cause those lies, that it takes a lot of layers. There are a lot of layers to those lies, right? So there are times when we have to keep dealing with the layers, and it's okay. But He just said to me, don't go back. And He was pulling me back out, And so I wrote this down. Maybe in life you find yourself in circumstances that make you feel unwanted or unlovable or unloved, alone and defeated, betrayed and broken. Wherever you find yourself, Know that God is faithful. Jesus' love is beyond comprehension. And if you find yourself in a dumpster like I was, with those labels stuck on you, surrounded by garbage, Zeke's here. So if you find yourself in a dumpster surrounded by garbage with labels stuck on you like I was, he is there. Turn to Jesus. Read Psalm 18, 16 to 19. He rescues us even when we argue with him. He loves us even when we feel unloved and unwanted. And he loves us more than we can imagine. So turn to him today, friends. He is there. God bless you.